right, welcome back.
As you wish.
Looks like we're a little tired, a few of us. We should probably go take a rest in the inn. But before we do that, let's decide what our next action is going to be. So we've basically explored Brackenbury and Copper Lane at this point, and actually First Fires. We haven't been to Andra's Gift or Heritage Hill yet. But it might be time to go down into the sewers and actually do this, investigate the Leaden Keys activities. Let's take a look. So we have the Trial of Durance, yes, of course. The Editor's Quest. This was Mr. Fish's quest. Then this is, no, this was his quest. No, this is the new steward, the steward's quest. But they're kind of related. And then Sagani's quest. Okay. Now, these other ones. Firga, Tranquil Ardent of Magron has her, oh right. She wants us to light the fires, right? Or no, the fires kept going out. Or she's been unable to keep them lit. So she wants us to go travel to the cave from her vision. Where is that cave? A place with multicolored pools and a rising waterfall. She believes that something there would restore her faith, but she also believes that something else there would try to kill her. It sounds like we're going to have to make a decision at some point. If I were to find this item for her, she might be able to resume her duties and resurrect the sacred fires of Defiance Bay. She didn't know where to find the place she saw in her vision, but someone at the expedition hall might know. Okay. I should probably check out, there was the one person at the expedition hall who wanted me to help out what's-his-name first, which we've done. So it might be good to talk to them while we're at it. To do both of those at the same time. And then, oh, we need to go to the Scrivener's Dormitory. Commander Cliver of the Knights of the Crucible has a plan to address the shortage of trained soldiers. He's asked Forge Master Dunstan to construct Forge Knights, soldiers made from suits of armor. Dunstan has crafted the armor, but now he needs to research the research from Viana to complete the project. I don't actually remember getting this quest. Cliver has asked me to meet with Viana, a student of Animancy. Well, seems like that'll be a really quick, just a quick errand. Oh, we need to go to Andra's Gift, far from home. I met a young Glenfathan named Thristwin at the Brackenbury Inn, and a prostitute named Cyril worked together fleecing wealthy nobles until she came into possession of an Engwithan medallion. Now she wants to sell it, but he wants to bring it home to his broken clan. Right, I vaguely remember getting this one. It's been about 2 weeks since I've been able to play. So some of the details are fuzzy. Well, so when we go to Andra's Gift, that'll be one of the first things we do. And then, of course, return to Kednua. Fair enough. Let's go rest first, though. Alright, here we are. Rested up. That was his name, Wenin. And the other guy over here was something or another. Starts with an O. Osric. So, Wenin. Wenin casually nods your way. His eyes continue to float from mercenary to mercenary as he speaks. What else do you need? Ooh, do you know of a place in the wilderness with colorful pools and a waterfall that rises? You're looking for Searing Falls. He taps the map in front of him with a blunt finger. Fantastic place. The thermal springs alone are worth the journey. The falls are so hot, most of the water turns to steam. That's the rising you were talking about. Damn! If that was a real place, I would absolutely need to make a trip. Sounds amazing. Dangerous. If the water is hot enough to turn to steam, but still amazing.
I do have something.
Oh.
If you don't mind stepping on the toes of the Crucible Knights.
Yeah?
Come to think of it, the Dominels won't be too pleased either. They've never liked seeing someone with nicer things than them.
I see. On second thought, I'm not ready for this yet. I wasn't actually expecting that to... when I came here, I was expecting work from you, but when I saw that was, faded out, I figured it would give me the same answer as last time, which was... Actually, last time I think he said go help Osric. He looks you up and down and grunts. If you decide you're ready to get your hands dirty with a real expedition, you know where to find me. Yeah, I'm not ready to make enemies of the Crucible Knights or the Dominels. Especially since, I'm not so sure I want to side with you guys. Because you are the ones who are, basically Radric adjacent, right? You want to hunt down all the Animancers. Now, Radric wasn't doing that, but it's the same kind of violent response I want to avoid. All right, who was it we needed? It was Vienna we needed to talk to. There's Grimda. I'm not seeing the right person. But his novitiates have been unable to find her lately. Oh, let's try talking to Fexa.
Hail and well met.
Nope. We'll try talking to, oh wait. How about you, Johnny? Jenny, Hauka. Nope. Alright, let's try talking to, old Grimda here. See if she knows where they are.
Hello.
No. Alright then. It seems this quest will be a little bit more complicated than I thought at first. Fair enough. In that case, let's head down to the sewers again. Alright. Here we are.
Keeping an eye out.
Got to investigate the Leaden key, right? Yeah. So, I've made my way into the chambers beneath the ruins of the Temple of Vodika. If what Merwald said is true, this is my best chance to find the Leaden key. Actually, where I can talk to them. Oh, nothing here.
There's something ahead.
Oh, there is something here. Oh. Ah! Shit. God. Damn it. You go back. You four. Continue that way. Kana, just pass it.
Red
Can you not? Did you get the trap? Well, it's over now. Not sure what that trap actually did, though. Malignant Cloud. 37 raw damage, 33 raw damage, I see. Says it hit Sagani and him, but it didn't actually do any permanent health damage. I don't think. Oh, no, it did. A little bit.
What is it?
Following your lead.
Are you quite
Well?
finished setting off traps now, Kana? You think you hear the faint sound of whispering coming from the skulls, but the words are unintelligible. Am I about to set free a lich?
There's something ahead.
Seems like the kind of situation this is. There we go. Let's go ahead and save. Nasitaki boots. Oh. For Nasitaki hunters, +2 stealth. It's very nice. Might give those to Sagani, actually. Not sure if she's currently wearing any boots. What's this one? Just another gem. Well, no lich, at the very least. That's good. No other secrets in here?
Yes.
She's not wearing boots either. And she is... Oh, she already has Nasitaki boots. I see. In that case, let's give these to Gwyneth for now. Them two together. They
Yes.
are our stealth team. Our extra stealthy team, rather. Now, I doubt we can actually sneak past the store. Yeah. Instead, let's not even try. Hello, Hoffmag. The mercenary eyes you warily as you approach, his weapon readied. What are you doing here? You don't look like one of the masked lot. Oh, what? Me? How would you know? I left my mask inside. Let me pass. Relax. How would I know to be here if I didn't belong? Well, it's the point of the guards is in case someone accidentally stumbles over here. He thinks carefully, then nods. All right, then. Go on in and report to the Acolyte, and she'll give you your assignment. They should be just about finished with their meeting in the big chamber. I feel like if I start asking these questions, he's going to get suspicious. But I can't leave dialogue options unasked. Know anything about this place? He shakes his head. As far as I can tell, we're underneath first fires, probably under that ruined temple. Any idea what's going on around here? A word of advice, friend. Don't ask questions. Just go and do what you're told. Well, surprisingly did not make him suspicious. Consider that another checkpoint. More mercenaries. Ones I'd have to fight if I had chosen the other option. The attack option. No, they don't mind. Ooh. Food. Don't mind if I do. Is that the big chamber? By the deeds of my tongue and... Oh, that's not it. It's probably Acolyte. Oh, no, it's an initiate. I should probably find a mask if I can. A book lies on the table, its pages filled with some kind of unintelligible cryptography. Well, if it's cryptography, it's completely intelligible. You just have to know how to do it. The queen that was and still is. Have I read this one before? Dear sisters, do you remember your first deliverance when you strangled your first wrongdoer? Jeez, that escalated quickly. Did you see the moment when life became death? Could you see the instance when your victim realized that Wodika forgets nothing? When Wodika takes back her throne, will you face her with pride, knowing you have held to your own oaths? Or will you be amongst the word breakers? Yeah, I'm pretty sure I did read this one before. In fact, I'll be willing to bet that I have 2 of those. Maybe not, though. Oh. According to this, I haven't read it before, so I'll continue. I did read something Wodika related recently, though. Wodika teaches vengeance and memory, and while she is in exile, we must be her eyes and ears that let no injustice slip from record. We must be clenched fist that silences the lying breath. When Wodika takes back her throne, all of the injustices that have slipped through the cracks of history will be righted. The villains hiding in plain sight amongst the innocent will feel the burned queen's choking grasp. Pray that you live to see the day when you will join our queen in this cleansing of the wicked. Wodika is quite the interesting deity. The supreme one of justice, but also of vengeance. I wonder if Wodika wants vengeance against the other gods that betrayed her. But know, my sisters, that we must be ready to see the end of our days without the return of our queen. For she will take back her throne, but it may be our daughters that serve the restored court. I wonder that it's all about sisters. I wonder if no men, no males serve Wodika. If that's the case, that would call into question whether the individuals I saw before served her. We must continue to live as we always have, as we've always lived, hated by the other faiths, even though we place justice above our own well-being. At least the Empire of Edir still holds our creed in proper esteem. It is a proper sign of respect that, by imperial custom, our clergy must oversee a contract for it to be legally binding. For who else understands the value of remembering the one oaths than Wodika's faithful? And let us not count our current blessings, for we still enjoy the support of the Paladin Order of the Steel Garrote. I love that name. The Steel Garrote. Quite the name for paladins, of all people. They, too, understand this, that society is built and broken by the oaths and rules of its people. When Wodika takes back her throne, my family will know that I was right to commit my life to the exiled queen. When Wodika takes back her throne, the Strangler will stop being a story told to frighten our daughters, but a hero woven into parables that teach our children justice. When Wodika takes back her throne, she'll bring her flawless memory with her. Every transgression, every crime, and every injustice will be revealed. When Wodika takes back her throne, even gods won't be spared their due retribution. Yeah. I feel like that much retribution, though, would basically be the end of the world. Hey, Initiate.
Well met, friend.
A lone figure paces back and forth, tapping his fingers at his sides, muttering to himself. He jumps when he sees you, his hands on his chest. By the flame, you startled me. He pauses and leans forward. Where's your mask? That's it. I knew I'd left something at home. Well, don't let anyone see you inside without it. They're keen on anonymity. Well. Oh, can I borrow your hood? Tell me about the meeting. This must be your first time. The Acolyte communicates with each of us individually to hear our progress on old tasks and to assign us new ones. He shivers with a mixture of pleasure and dread. It's a unique process. She's a cipher. Oh! Kin! So she can speak to you without words. Fascinating. Until you realize she can probably read your thoughts just as easily. So we're unlikely to be able to get by her. What do you know about these tasks? He laughs nervously. Only what I absolutely need to. We protect the secrets of the gods, so discretion is essential. He waves a hand between the two of you. We receive our instructions from the acolyte, just as she receives hers from someone else, and so on, right up to the Grand Master. Our role is to obey, knowing as little about the overall plan and each other as possible. Smart. Compartmentalization is key to information security. Well, tell me about these secrets. That's getting a little bit pushy. How can you be confident you're doing the right thing when you know so little? He snorts. That's easy. The Leaden key has been around for ages by the blessing of the gods. Oh. You only have to look around to see the perils of trying to usurp divine power. Killing a god in the Saints' War has cursed us all. The heresy of animancy has only worsened matters. Try to replace a soul, and you inevitably end up with a monster. It's all been a warning. There are some powers we just shouldn't have. So the Leaden key, at least amongst the lower ranks, is anti-animancy as well. Interesting. Tell me about these secrets. I do agree with the idea of killing a god is probably not a smart move. Tell me about these secrets, though. He jumps back. Shouldn't even be asking. Whatever they are, they're secrets for a reason. Our job is to guard them, not to know them. Huh. Well, wait, I was going to say you would get along with that one, the Animancer deity, the Scrivener deity. But, no. And that one is a little more complicated. You should always be seeking knowledge, but also hiding knowledge. That one is such an interesting conundrum. We've been entrusted with important work. It's an honor, but not without its challenges. Need something else? I'll be ready for the initiates meeting soon. Honest. What are you doing here? He resumes his pacing. I've been practicing the passphrases. I know them backwards and forwards, but I get so nervous every time I think about repeating them to the acolyte. He wrings his hands. You can practice on me. Okay. He ushers in deep breath with fluttering hands. Here goes. First question. State your name and purpose. Answer. Oh, it's a good thing when I said you could practice with me, I didn't give have to give the question. Answer. My name belongs to the gods and my hand to their service. Second question. What company do you seek? Answer. I seek the company of shadows, that our labors may remain secret. I'm just gonna take notes if you don't mind, Initiate. You don't mind, right? Just hold on a second. I know these off the top of my head. Don't worry. But, well, this is for easier testing purposes. Yeah. Wonderful. Thank you. I'm glad to be of service to help you out. Third question. Tell me of your labors. Answer. To see that the craft of Kith and Wilder does not disturb what bones the gods have buried. Fourth question. How do we know your purpose? Answer. You shall know it by the confession of my tongue, the deeds of my hand, and the oath of my soul on my soul. Yes. More notes. Yes. Thank you. Thank you. Riddles upon riddles. What bones the gods have buried. It's very dramatic, isn't it? Oh, I'm sorry. Please continue. Fifth question. How is the oath guarded? Answer. It is sealed. by the leaden key. He sighs with a nervous chuckle. That wasn't so hard. Yeah. Sounds like you've got it. Try it again. Okay. I just wanted to make sure, if I had said, sounds like you've got it, that he didn't, I purposefully got it wrong. Sounds like you've got it. I do. I think. He bites his lip. I'm just going to practice a few more times by myself before the meeting. Can I borrow your hood? Of course not. He clutches at the edges, as if you threaten to rip it off of him. The acolyte will kill me for sure if I approach her without it. I promise I'll bring it right back. I guess there's no harm. Just don't tell anyone I gave it to you. Man, this poor initiate here. Aloth leans towards you and mutters between clenched teeth. You can't be serious. What? You don't like infiltration? Oh wait, if I remove this hat. No, it's only if I sever the binding. Where did that go? It's a regular hood. There it is. It's an interesting looking hood. I like it. Should I go by myself, though? Wait, did I didn't unlock the chest, did I? I did not.
Yes. I'll see it done. It's finished.
Does it have a hood in it as well? No. All right. Down the other path. See the acolyte. Acolyte. There's more mercenaries. Mercenaries scattered about, of course, to make charging your way through more difficult. Aloth falters and brings a hand to his forehead. He takes a staggering step forward, coughing and sputtering. Are you okay, Aloth?
Back, ye clod! Those hooded fiends are nigh to be trusted!
I know. Aloth? Hey, now's not the best time for that. Yeah, I haven't actually seen this happen to him since, well, the very first time, really, I think. He grimaces, catching his breath. It's nothing. I'm fine. He coughs again. This probably isn't the best place to linger anyhow. Do I need to leave you behind? Gwyneth. You hear murmurs and chants on the other side of the door. A ritual of some sort is already underway. I should probably continue into the chamber alone. They don't have hoods. You open the door and stride into the chamber. If I'm alone, maybe I can do this secretly. If I have my party member, almost certainly not. A shrouded woman. Several shrouded figures are lined up across from a hooded woman. The figure at the head of the line approaches her, and the woman places her outstretched hand on the stranger's forehead. They stand in silent communion as you look on. A few moments later, the stranger steps aside and resumes his place in the circle around the statue. The woman turns towards you. You are late, attendant? Even though her face is concealed, you sense her rage in her dangerously low voice and the sudden silence of the others in the chamber.
I've been waiting on your reports. Quickly now, state your name and purpose.
Yes. The woman beckons you closer with curling fingers. She rests her open hand on your forehead, and you feel the heat from her palm through the thick material of your hood. Her voice is so low and soft that you're not certain whether she's speaking aloud or in your head. Mutter indistinctly. My name belongs to the gods and my hand to their service. Yeah, that's a good response, maybe.
What company do you seek?
Oh, right. This is the challenge. I actually do have that written down. But it looks like I don't actually need that. I seek the company of shadows, that our labors may remain secret.
Tell me of your labors.
I'd rather show you, to see that the craft of Kith and Wilder does not disturb what bones the gods have buried.
How do we know your purpose?
I asked you first. You shall know it by the confession of my tongue, the deeds of my hand, and the oath on my soul.
And how is your oath guarded?
It is sealed by the leaden key.
Welcome, attendant. Tell me of your exploits.
In your mind, you see a building, magnificent with trellises and tiles and located on a pristine boulevard. The wealthy and learned stroll in and out, trading knowledge and coin.
Does he wait still?
Yet it also houses misery and madness. Somewhere within its rotten core sits a man. His hair matted, but his eyes alert. He watches and waits. A prisoner by choice. The acolyte's question echoes in your mind. Does he wait still? Yes, he does.
Did they arrive?
I think I'm drawing on previous memories here. The acolyte's vision takes you out of Defiance Bay and to a town in the wilderness with a water mill. A signpost on one of the paths reads Dareford. Several figures huddled together, shrouded in cloaks and hoods. An image of ruins suddenly looms in your mind. 2 skeletal effigies flank a cleft in the mountainside. Yes.
Your information shall be relayed. Now, for your next task.
The ruins fade from your mind, and in their place is a palimpsest of a neighborhood. Rundown estates are cobbled together around keep adding words. Rundown estates are cobbled around a cemetery and an ancient tower. Savage shapes prowl the streets. Within the tower, a man hunches over a strange mechanism. You can't see him clearly, but there's something unnatural about him.
Stop him. And above all, don't let him meet her.
You see a woman, deathly pale with a scar over her heart. The acolyte shows you a door in the base of the tower, a seemingly impenetrable slab of stone and copper. But then she shows you the invisible split between the perfectly matched halves, and you understand how the copper veins convert a command into action. The command comes to your mind, a surprising familiarity about it. You know how to open the door. I shall. Her hand rests slightly on your head. Have you any questions, attendant? What is this place? Who are you? Show me the prisoner. In your mind, you see a building, magnificent with trellises and tiles, and located on a pristine boulevard. Wealthy and... Wait, no, we already saw that. Visions of the ruins. Right, the Dareford. I wonder if I could find that. Who are you? I worry if I ask these two, but I did save beforehand. But what is this place? This is what remains of the Temple of Wodika. The acolyte shows you a grand structure surrounded by the faithful. The fires of revolution destroyed everything above us and left the remains abandoned, perfect for our purposes. Yeah, I suppose so. Who are you? I am the acolyte. That is all you need to know. Good. Farewell. Don't come in, guys.
Well, as you wish.
Whether by design or by consequence of the sputtering candlelight, the hooded statue's face is almost impossible to see. That seems like it's probably by design, and it's really cool. Don't mind if I do. Torque of Defiance. Usable by rangers. 25 against defense against charmed and confused attacks. Plus 10 defense against dominated attacks. Well, I guess that's nice. I wonder why this is particularly important for rangers, though. Plus 10 concentration. Maybe it helps prevent their pets from being turned against them. Hard to say. I think Sagani is a ranger, though, so I'll give you that. You guys don't mind, do you?
They won't see me coming.
Oh. It's in an exit. Alright, everyone. Select all. There it is. I should probably return that hood to the guy. I mean, that is only fair. He did help me out. Probably can't actually return it, but I would hate to screw. I mean, sure, we're probably enemies, but that would be such a dick move. I can't screw him over. No? No, I guess he doesn't want the hood back. Fair enough. See where the stairway leads then. Oh. The steward of Kednua has received a letter for you. Oh, this took us here. Oh, you know what? No. I don't think I was able to go down these stairs before. But that's mostly because of the,
A moment, please. I feel I should explain myself.
Probably should. Yeah, I think the stairs only became usable once we opened that path.
Yes?
Yes, Aleph. Actually, yeah, we can talk to you now.
About my episode in the catacombs, there's something I should have told you earlier.
I don't know if it was like it for you guys, but his voice was a little distorted there for me. About my episode in the catacombs, there's something I should have told you earlier. That's an understatement. Cross your arms and wait. He clasps his hands together, slowly massaging a knuckle with his thumb. I meant no harm. I thought I could keep it to myself. Oh, yeah. The music is a little distorted, too. Try something. No? Well, this episode is just about over, and I can't exactly exit and redo his thing here, so... I meant no harm. I thought I could keep it to myself. that when we resolve the matter of your soul, we would also address my problem. Yes? What is your problem, Aloth? Obviously, it's some sort of split personality, but what's the source? Is it actually two souls in your body, perhaps? Or something else?
I also have an awakened soul.
Oh!
But unlike yours, mine is a presence that shares my senses and my skin, making herself manifest at the most unwelcome times.
Well, now your voice is fixed, but the music is still distorted. Wait now. Did I read that right? Making herself manifest. Oh! Interesting. That is a very interesting scenario. You have both a male and a female soul, basically. There's nothing against in the rules against that, I suppose. Souls, I guess, are neutral. Can be reborn into any body. But yeah, so she manifests herself at most unwelcome times. But unlike yours, mine, yeah. That's also different from Merwald, I think. He closes his eyes and grits his teeth. His lips quiver and twitch with the vestiges of some internal debate. It seems that she really doesn't like the Leaden key, though. Has some history with it. That is interesting. Several seconds later, he opens his eyes again. They are watery and bloodshot. Or maybe more specifically with Wodika. Do you know how old, what time this soul is from? Or the same soul, what am I saying? This, what time this instance of your soul is from? It's so weird to think about in that way. It's the same soul with different lives. Normally the memories are cut off, but in awakened cases, they are not.
I'm sorry. I've tried to learn to control Isilmir. I've gotten stronger, but so has she.
Isilmir. I like that name. Isilmir. Well, tell me about Isilmir.
Artless, uncouth,
Yeah.
a creature of rash impulses and feeble faculties. She wags her impertinent tongue when she should listen.
You know, you're talking about yourself right now, right? Sort of. I suppose that's a open question about whether that's you or not. If you ask the Knights of the Crucible Knights, then yes, that is you. And you should be held accountable for what your soul in the past has done. I lean towards the other way. Especially if you have no memories of it and it doesn't influence your thoughts.
Aye, this one's fit to boil. Hard to get this gaff over anything tisn't to do with books and spell speak.
I like Isilmir, actually. She's fun. I'm pretty sure that's supposed to be Scottish. Accent is fun too. He grimaces, running his hands through his hair. I have none of her memories. Oh, that is a very unique situation then. Barath spared me that much. But her coarse manners and intolerable hill speak suggest a provincial from a very, very long time ago. Yeah. I wonder how long ago. I imagine this was before Wodika's downfall. So, yeah, if you have none of her memories, though, then yeah, I guess in no sense are you her. Other than sharing the same soul. Same vice versa, I suppose. Actually, no, she's more you than you are her. No. They're separate. She tends to surface a hair's breadth from conflict. When the fuse has burned down and teeth are on edge. But when she shows up, she doesn't stop to gauge a situation. She just acts gifts. Sounds like you could take a few cues from her. Yeah, I like I said, I like Isilmir personally. She's fun. A little uncouth, yes. A little bit rash, perhaps, but... Cues or vulgarisms? He rolls his eyes and crosses his arms over his chest. I've had to live with that hayseed for years. There's nothing to be learned from her. Nothing civilized, anyway. He frowns, looking away. Well, why did you say anything sooner? He shakes his head. I learned to keep her a secret a very long time ago. Those with awakened souls are shunned, mistrusted. And after your experience with Merwald, I'm certain you can see why. Yeah. He looks up at you. You need to be careful, Gwyneth. Is this going to be a problem? Yeah, no, it... Definitely need to be careful. I need to stop telling people I'm either awakened or a watcher without trusting them greatly. I've been a little bit too free with that knowledge. Especially with how much animosity is boiling over towards animancers. I'm not sure how much of that will spill over to watchers as well. If they even believe me in the first place. Let alone the awakened soul portion. This is going to be a problem.
Merely an annoyance. Although...
He purses his lips into a thin, crooked line. He lowers his voice and clasps his hands behind his back. Minute twitches and spasms along his arms betray his fidgeting.
Defiance Bay is said to have an entire institution dedicated to the study and cure of soul-related ailments.
They do. We've been there.
Since our journeys have already brought us to the city, perhaps we could speak with someone there.
You probably should have mentioned this when we visited that institution, but we can go back. You need to learn to deal with your own issue. Oh, we'll see. I can't make any promises.
Of course. I understand.
Let's talk about something else. How may I be of service? I'd like to know more about Isilmir. Such as? When did she awaken? My father was a strict man. He expected the best from his only child, and he didn't tolerate failure. I wonder if she is also an elf. His faith becomes drawn. At times he could be rather adamant, particularly when he'd been drinking. Isilmir manifested on one such occasion. To be honest, I don't remember the specifics, only that he was more careful with me after that. Are we actually sure she's an awakening and not legitimately a split personality? You said that you'd learned to hide her a long time ago. My mother instructed me to keep her a secret after she first emerged. She feared that knowledge of my awakening would render me an outcast. Even though Isilmir proved useful against my father, I trusted my mother's advice. And I've since come to see the wisdom behind it. Merwald's is an extreme example, but one that I can relate to more and more each year. Could I talk directly to her? He gives you a taut frown. Her usurpations are uncomfortable enough. I'm not eager to invite her into my consciousness more than necessary. Fair enough. I won't make you do anything you don't want. Well, that's all for now. Very interesting. Isilmir. Like I said, I personally, she seems fun. I like her.
Well,
And we also have several things we need to investigate now. Yeah, go to that village that we saw. And then go to the, this one is the person who's waiting, right? Oh no, this is the person. Yeah, the one with the scar over her heart that we're not supposed to let meet anyone. And then the man who waits, yeah. Well. 3 courses to investigate. Oh, the White March. Dragon's Battery. Already. White March is the expansion pack, right? I'm surprised to see it triggering already. Alright, well, next time we will continue our investigations. Maybe we'll stop by the Animancer Hall for old Aloth there. Oh, actually, before I go... Anything building right now? That still has a few hours left. Okay. Yeah. Next time, we will continue our investigation, stop by that hall for Aloth. Maybe we'll go to Onder's Gift. Yeah. We'll see. Till then, though.